People who owned hamsters. What's the weirdest way they died? 1. She literally ate all of her children and died choking on the last one. 2. He would hide his food in his cheeks so my mom would refill his bowl thinking I hadn't fed him. Eventually he got so fat he got stuck in a tube and died of a heart attack. I still remember my mom shaking the tube like a ketchup bottle trying to get his little corpse out. 3. We had 2 when I was a kid. Not knowing that's not a good idea. So naturally, hamster 1 ate hamster 2. Which was deeply disturbing. But in an odd twist of fate, hamster 1's death was far more disturbing and none of us were ever able to figure out how it happened. We walked in after school to greet him and is sat at the bottom of the cage looking up. As we get closer we realize he has something in his mouth. Which is unnerving because last time that happened he was happily eating hamster 2. But that can't be the case this time. When we get over to the cage the little dude is dead but his spine and little arm bones are poking up out of his mouth. Like they're reaching for the top of the cage. It took ages to mentally figure out it was his own bones poking out his mouth. It was creepy AF. Stepdad's closest guess was he was climbing the top bars like he usually did and fell from a height onto his bum. Which forced his spine and other bones up through his mouth. No idea if that's even possible. But I refuse to have hamsters anymore. They always die in the most messed up ways. 4. This wasn't mine, but a buddy of mine. His hamster absolutely hated his dog. All it would do is eat, sleep, growl at the dog, exercise, and try to tear a hole in the cage, over and over. It wanted a piece of that dog, bad. Eventually it got jacked, like I did not think hamsters were capable of. This thing looked like a tiny pit bull or something. One day its muscles got big enough, or the cage weakened enough, or something. It got out and apparently got the glorious battle to the death that it always wanted. No one was there to see it happen but the aftermath was not pretty. 5. They didn't die. They went to live on a farm with all their friends though, I'm told. They miss me terribly. 6. My hamster chewed the wiring under the stove and got electrocuted, destroying both him and the stove. 7. Mine died of old age, which isn't the interesting part. I walk in to see my big burly husband who always pretended to just tolerate him, performing CPR. He was so upset that he couldn't save him. 8. My sister put mine in the microwave because it was cold in my house and she thought the hamster would like being warm. It exploded. 9. I'm never getting a hamster. Never.